going everyone? Data here and welcome back to our FIFA 22 Career Mode series here with Arsenal FC moving into the second half of the 2021 summer transfer window. In the last one, we started to make some serious investments in the squad. As you could see by the pieces of news right here, we went out and we signed Alexander Isak. I was struggling with is Isaac, what is it? Thank you to my friend Cordell for telling me it's Alexander Isak for £50 million. And at the same time, we also signed Jude Bellingham for the exact same price tag. So £100 million spent by the new manager, Mr. Manager Data, Mr. Gaffer Data, whatever we should be called in this series. And to add to the team that is already looking pretty good, we just got to sell a few more pieces, maybe make a few more tweaks here and there. I'm pretty excited for this team. So moving into what will be the finals of our preseason tournament and then a few games of the beginning of the 2021-22 Premier League season, we do have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up top. Still think we're probably going to be keeping him. He's doing well now in this new reality where we've created where he is really the hero of this team. Smith Rowe on the left, thinking about converting him to a cam. We have Saka, we have Odegaard, Bellingham now an everyday piece party. Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tierney, and Leno in between the wickets down there. Lacazette, we're likely looking to sell him in this episode. He could command 25 to 30 million. And with Isak now here, we don't really need to have another striker unless we were to bring in someone younger. But to have someone who really wants an everyday role, I don't know if we can do that right now. Pepe, Xhaka, Martinelli, Holding, Ramsdale, all the other subs, and then we have the reserves that most of them we're looking to put out on loan. But before I get to the comments, I just want to add that in addition to Lacazette being someone we'd like to sell in this episode, I also put Kolasinac on the transfer list as well. We have 3 left backs in the system, so I prefer to keep 2 because not every game I'm going to be putting 4 in the back. So I'd prefer to keep 1 main and a backup, and then if both were to get hurt, in theory we could sub in, but really I would just probably not use 4 in the back at that point. So I prefer to just keep 2 left backs and 2 right backs. So Kolasinac, I'm going to put him on the transfer list, already done. And for the right backs, I went ahead and put Chambers on the transfer list as well. He is younger than Cedric, but he does have a higher value and he is on an expiring contract. So I prefer to sell Chambers and keep Cedric as our Cedric in our right back there. And Cedric can also play right back and left back. So we'll be down to 3 right backs, 1 of them out on loan. So 2 right backs, 2 left backs if we can sell Chambers and Kolasinac, as well as selling Lacazette. That will give us a solid amount of money in addition to the 5 million that we still have, and hopefully in addition to some more if we can win this preseason tournament final, the SA Continental Cup against Inter Milan. So going ahead and getting into the suggestions now. I'm really excited about this series. I'm glad that a lot of you are excited as well. When I did the Trapani Calcio on FIFA 20, it was a blast, but it was just mostly me having fun on my own and some people joining in to have some fun and watching. So now to have some assistant managers really giving some strong input, I'm excited to see the future of this series. First, coming to Savo. I'd recommend signing a younger center defensive mid. 30s on the older side, we're talking about Wijnaldum, and there's a lot better than him that are younger. Gravenberch, Kamara, Tonali are all younger and have insane potential. So thank you for that, Savo. As I go through these comments and list some of these names, they've already been put on the short list. They're being scouted, and we'll check that short list in just a moment. Maxim, as a massive soccer fan and a big fan of this channel, thank you, Maxim. Merci beaucoup. I'm really hyped for this series. Jonathan David would be a fantastic signing, talking about the Canadian striker. I would definitely recommend getting a younger midfield option. Thuram is one I recommend taking a look at. I've heard a lot of different pronunciations of this name. As a French player, I would pronounce his name Kefren Thuram, but that's just me. I also think Matheus Nunes from Sporting Lisbon would be a great addition to that midfield core. Again, you got to really be a linguist to play FIFA. Hope I got all these names right. He's extremely well-rounded, has considerable potential, and can easily be converted to a center defensive mid if need be. Thank you very much, Maxim. Duster, this is epic. Big EPL follower. I would play Ramsdale more, our goalkeeper, future of the goalkeeper position. I would look to bring in Jonathan David, massive potential, and sell Lacazette to bring in funds. Right back to look to invest in could be Nordi Mukiele from RB Leipzig, about 30 to 40 million hits. Jared says, great job. I'm a big Premier League follower and an avid FIFA player. Few things I would recommend. Sell the players that you have no use for. Make a couple team sheets. Pick a formation that suits your team. Personally, I think that a formation you're going with right now is good, but if you bring in Jonathan David, I may consider going 4-4-2 and then put Smith Rowe at left mid, Odegaard, and then Partey/Bellingham are the other center mids. If we're buying young players with potential, we have to make sure to play them consistently because they won't grow if they're just rotting away on the bench. Arsenal is a club that needs a total rebuild of everything but the defense. So don't be afraid to sell your mid-level players that are not playing a big role. That's what we did, for example, last episode with El Neni. Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard have been Arsenal's best attacking players this season, so I would keep them, but I think almost everyone else should be at least a consideration to be sold. Thank you very much, Jared. Over on the Discord server now, Zach says, Data, I think you should play the preseason final because you want to use a formation which you enjoy playing with in-game. I'm absolutely going to do that. If you like it, we can move forward with it or adjust our backups accordingly, or we can pivot back to a more traditional 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. We made 2 incredible signings, but we have no money left. If we sell Lacazette, Leno, and Kolasinac, we might be able to recoup another 50. If we stick with the 4-5-1, we don't really need box-to-box midfielders. We need attacking midfielders and defensive midfielders. Maybe 4 cams, 2 CDMs, something like that. Maybe we can adjust some player positions, go from there. Open selling Pepe, moving Saka over and bringing in Martinelli, but then we need some depth wingers. If we sell those players, we'd have around 70 million left, so we're okay at striker and midfield, but then we still need 2 backup wingers and even a right-footed center back. So we could think about a former Arsenal legend, Alexis Sanchez. Maybe we can even go really crazy and partner up with another legend, Theo Walcott. For center back, thinking about Tomori, Chelsea let him go. He's been amazing at AC Milan, but he'll only get into national team consideration if he rejoins the Premier League, so why not show up Chelsea? If we let Leno go, I think the backup should be another German goalie with Premier League experience and has even played in a recent Champions League final. If you haven't connected the dots, talking about Loris Karius. He's made big mistakes in huge games, and we feel bad for the guy. He's 28 though, and nobody wants him. He's still on Liverpool as their 4th choice. For a backup who will never play unless there's an emergency, I say we sign Karius. That's if we're selling Leno. If you're still laughing, that's okay. But he deserves another shot. You know what? I agree. I think we just about afford all these transactions and maybe even sign some of them on loan. So thank you for that comment, Zach. A lot of meat in that one. Now looking at the short list, here are all the players who have been suggested either last episode or in the comments. The comments before last episode or the ones from last episode. So Jonathan David's still here, Calvert-Lewin, other players who we have sent the scouts out on, Gravenberch, Giroud, and then some other ones who we are scouting right now after the most recent suggestions. Some we already know, like Theo Walcott's a 75, Alexis Sanchez is a 79. We're about to be playing against him. Karius is an interesting option as well. Tomori would cost a ton, but they're all being scouted, and we'll continue to go from there. Nothing to do right now, no purchases to make today. The players that we want to sell are transfer listed. The ones we want to loan out are loan listed. Now it's time to start looking at the squad itself. There's a few different formations here. I've been playing around with these team sheets here. I had a good conversation with my buddy Cordell, who hit me up personally, sending me a message on Messenger, so I appreciate him taking the time to reach out. Talking about, here's a 4-3-3 possibility. Here's our backup, our second team sheet, 4-2-3-1. But then as well, we have the everyday 4-2-3-1 narrow and a 4-4-2 flat if we're going to go with bringing in Jonathan David. So I have a few different ones, the first team and the second team, a few different possibilities. As well, another thing I'm trying to really think about when I'm putting these team sheets together is should we be playing Leno as the first team goalkeeper? We want Ramsdale to get a lot more experience, and getting Karius would be a good option for us. But I like what Duster said in his follow-up comment. He said, I think keeping Leno just in case it doesn't work out until January transfer window would be best, playing Ramsdale as the starter. At that point, there will be enough time to evaluate and see if Ramsdale is the right fit or not. So no need to sell Leno now and rush into it and then put Ramsdale right in the starting role, and everything's on his shoulders at the age of, 23? Yeah, 23. So we keep Leno here. We kind of split the starts between them, but maybe a slight majority to Ramsdale. And then from there, we can see if it makes sense to go ahead and sell him and go after Karius. who by the time we have him unscouted, it'll be a bit easier to get him because I realized that he is on an expiring deal. We can get him on a free transfer. Contract expiring in 12 months. Liverpool will be more than happy to let him go for free. I'd prefer not to spend the money. So Karius is a great option, but I think we'll revisit that at the winter transfer window. Now, all that being said, it's time for the finals here of the SA Continental Cup against Inter Milan. Some of the players are still a little bit tired from last game, like Party here, but for the most part, this will be the team sheet. I wouldn't be surprised if Aubameyang comes out and we get to see the debut of Alexander Isak. But aside from that, I think we're ready to go. Leno's going to start because he's playing like an 85, but Ramsdale will be playing soon. He's at a 78 plus 1, so a 79. All that being said, this is going to be the team heading into this game. So I'll be playing this game as Arsenal in this final game against Inter Milan, get an idea of how this formation works and how these players feel, get a little feel of them as we'll be playing some of the big matches moving forward. I'm playing on professional. I don't see myself as a big world-class player or anything like that. I think I'm okay. I do my own career mode as Hellas Verona. For example, I'll beat Sampdoria 3-0. In the next game, I'll lose 4-0 against AC Milan. So it's a bit of a toss-up sometimes. We'll see what we can do here on professional against Inter Milan. If you watched any of the FIFA 20 series, you know that we have some fun with the music in this one, with the beat drops, with all that stuff, with some commentary. So I hope we'll have some fun. I'm playing with the audio as well. Last episode, I had it at 10 for the audio. Obviously, way too loud, so I moved it down to 4. Hopefully that makes a difference.
A warm welcome. The stage is set. The playing conditions are perfect here at the Estadio Presidente Perón. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former
and it's showtime here in the finals of this pre-season tournament. Let's see what we can do.
Just seconds away.
Tierney with the captain's band puts it through for Smith Rowe, who's going on a run down the left side now. Does he have it over Skriniar? He's going to fake the shot, bring it back in. Let's see a few skills here. Very nice, finding some space in the box. Going to cut in and let her rip. Oh, nice diving save from Handanovic. Has some space on the right. Going to give it to Party, who's going to go on a run, but stops up, looks in the middle, finds our Odegaard, breaking through the defense now, cuts back, looks in the middle, and here's Party! Oh, great save from Handanovic. Party streaking into the box. Oh, great opportunity there for Arsenal. Final opportunity here for Inter! Oh, off the bar, bar down, and that'll be the half. Wow. What an opportunity there for Martinez, almost putting his team ahead just at the half. Jude Bellingham here, just his second game with Arsenal. 0-0 after 45. Second half now underway, 0-0 in this final. Odegaard looking for Smith Rowe. He makes a little bit of a run now, some open space on that left side. Smith Rowe stops up, looks for the cross, whips it in right there to an open man. Oh, but the header. Aubameyang can't quite get enough on it.
Lovely ball.
Lovely ball. To the top to Inter's new acquisition. Leska. Oh, just wide. Tierney. Vidal. That's a goal. Sail over the net. 73rd minute now. Starting to get a little bit tired. Going to bring some new pieces in here. I'm going to try Odegaard back to center mid and take out Party for Alexander Isak, as I'm going to try to get him a little bit of something going. I know it's not striker and he's out of position here playing as Cam, but I'm trying to really push on the offense here. It may not be the best idea to mix up positions too much because it affects their overall, but I have faith in him. Party played a very good game, just I need to get a bit more of an offensive player in there instead. Odegaard now playing center mid. He's going to get it over to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu puts it through for Saka. Now here we go. He's on the run with D'Ambrosio on his back. Fakes that shot into the middle. Let's go. Isak gets pushed a little bit in the back, and that just made him totally give up on the play and forget that he was on the pitch. In the 91st minute now, Martinez is being subbed off for Correa. Final minute of play now. We'll likely be seeing extra time. And yes, we will be. After a 0-0 draw through 90 minutes, we're headed to extra time. Possession in Arsenal's favor, but 3 expected goals to Arsenal's 1.7. Shots 8-5 in Inter's favor. Many more passes coming on their side as well, but pass accuracy pretty even. The dribble success rate in Inter's favor. Actually, no, it's true, eh? That's what I thought. No extra time here in this preseason tournament, just straight to penalties. So keep the list as it is. Good thing we brought on Isak, and let's do it. Aubameyang. First time I take penalties in FIFA 22. Aubameyang, let's try and go top left right here. Gotta hit the ball. Oh my goodness, well taken. Handanovic almost had it. Here's Arturo Vidal. Let's go right, and he goes left. Arturo, love Arturo. Isaac, let's try going the opposite side here. Let's try and go top right now. Oh my goodness, well taken. Yes, you have to hit the button again right before he takes the shot. Leno, let's go same side, and he hits the post! Oh my goodness, a big miss for Inter. Now let's go Saka. Let's go for the same spot that Isaac shot. Right there, and we'll tuck it into that corner. 3-1 Arsenal now, they have not missed yet. It's Perisic going left, called it, there we go. Leno is there, not a very well taken penalty. Now here is Smith Rowe, ESR, to win it for Arsenal. This spot's been working all night, let's keep it up. To win it for the Gunners, and Arsenal wins it in the penalty shootout, 4-1. The preseason SA Continental Cup champions taking down Inter Milan in penalties. We had the possession, we had the shooting accuracy. Inter had, I guess, the passing accuracy. It was a pretty even match, I have to say. A lot of good opportunities on both sides, but Arsenal comes away with it in penalties. A good match. A lot of good funds added to the transfer budget as well. We'll take it. Let's get our... Actually, yeah, it's true, eh? It's our first trophy. It's not just a victory for the money here. It's our first trophy of the season. I'd love to see it if the fans could get out of the way. Thank you very much. The South American Continental Cup being raised by the captain, the Scotsman, Kieran Tierney, raising it over his head. The first of many for Arsenal FC under manager data.
Preseason success story.
Let's get in front of that right now. Beautiful picture here of the team. Lovely. Look at those smiling faces. Like I said, the first of many. Nice little preseason tournament. South America Continental Cup champions, Arsenal FC. What does the Board of Governors think about that? How much of the winnings will be put into the transfer budget here? We got an offer for Gabriel, not interested. 3.44 million added. Very nice. Good afternoon, Mr. Data. Congratulations on winning the final of the blah, blah, blah. Going so far in the tournament gave us great exposure. We expect our entire organization will feel the benefits. We are all looking forward to seeing the team in action again once the season starts. We hope the additional transfer budget will help you further strengthen the squad. In the meantime, yours sincerely, Board of Directors, Arsenal. Always a pleasure to hear from you. Gabriel, they want to give us who here? Luis Felipe? No, go ahead and pass on that. 79 overall, a few years older. I'm happy with Gabriel. He's going to continue to grow. I think he has a mid-80 potential. Again, not a bad offer. I'm glad that these offers are making sense when they offer players. It's just not really something that I need right now. Chambers. Here we go. Offer for Chambers. Same offer for Cedric as well. I was interested in moving one of those two. Cedric, we could get up to 6 million, but Chambers, we get... oh, not even that much, eh? That's interesting. So it's saying that we could get between 3.9 and 5.7 for Chambers, even though it doesn't make sense, though, because his value is more and he's younger than Cedric. And they're saying I can get up to 6 million for Cedric. Either way, Chambers, I'll see what we can get for him. Multiple offers? No. Let's go to negotiations here with Leeds United. 5.3, would that be a figure we can agree on? Let's get a new transfer fee going. This guy's he's a good player. English premium, 6.5 million is wouldn't be crazy at all. 5.5 is the best that we can offer. I'm not in a rush to make this deal happen to you. At least let's go 6.250. Try and meet somewhere closer to the middle here. That's our final offer, I'm afraid. Then I will have to reject. Only 500,000 above what his value is, and to an English team as well. No. When I want to get a player, I have to pay like double his value price. Aston Villa wants to buy Cedric, but again, I said I'd prefer to keep Cedric. His positional versatility plus his contract length is what I appreciate the most. I'm going to take care of some training days here, simulate a couple more days as well, and I'll keep you in the loop on any transfer offers or scouting reports that come our way. All right, so Villarreal is interested in Graven Birch as they've received an offer of 32.5 million and Vlahovic 36.4 from Manchester City. That offer going to Fiorentina. So obviously we don't have that kind of money right now. We have 8.7 million in the transfer budget. We're still waiting on guys like Lacazette or Chambers to be sold. So still probably some things are going to come down to transfer deadline day. All right, we do have some final scouting reports now on more of the players that we wanted to know more about. Tonali, 78 overall, 25.5 million pound value. Tomori, still 2 more days on him. That's it for those 2 scouts. And if we move to Kamara, we have his final report, 81 overall, value of 31 million. Great young, well-rounded center defensive mid who could be center mid or center defensive mid. Thuram is a bit more affordable, 6'4", really big guy, strong, good sprint speed and short passing. So I think he'd be a good target for us. Nunez would be really not too easy to get a hold of. It would probably cost upwards of 35-40 million. And Guimaraes would also be a similar kind of cost. Interesting to keep note of all these players, especially Jonathan David, who we really want to look at, but none of these possibilities will really happen until we get the money. All right, here's what we've been waiting for. Inter now want Lacazette for 25.6 million, but our assistant manager thinks we can get up to 28.4 for him. And Chambers getting an offer here of 5.2 from Club Bruges. So let's do a little negotiation here with Inter Milan, try and squeeze out a little bit more. I really want to sell him, but I'm not going to be forced to do this if it's not the right price. We can always wait for the winter transfer window if need be. So 25.6, I'd like to get 28.5, and let's see what they say to that. He's still 30 years of age. 26 million, still not quite what I'm looking for. Let's go down to 28. They want to go with 26.1. I'll go to 27.9. We're getting a little bit closer now. Nope, can't make it work. Goodbye. No problem. Chambers, we can get up to 5.7, they say. So, maybe this club has a bit more money than Leeds. I'm going to go and ask for 5.7. Submit the offer here, and okay, we can offer them to make it happen. Thank you very much. Great, so 5.7 works for Club Bruges. It didn't work out with Leeds at 5.5, so hopefully 5.7. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Get an extra couple 100,000. Why not? Some final reports here coming in. Karius Tomori, let's see what we got here. So Karius, 74 overall, value of 2.6 million. Wouldn't be hard to get him, that's for sure, like I said earlier. That's an English scout. Now we can go look at our Italian scout who has the report on Tomori. 81 overall, 32 million pound value. It definitely costs, I think, closer to 50 million again for him. Great sprint speed and stand tackling strength. That would be great to be able to pick him up and bring him back to the Premier League. But again, maybe it's not a thing to happen today. It doesn't necessarily mean that's not happening, just maybe not today. Same for I don't know if it's Mukiele or Mukiel, but lots of good things to keep note of moving forward. Jorginho going to Juventus, that's pretty crazy. We're getting close to the transfer deadline day here. What am I saying? We're only in July. We have until the end of August. So Leno, they want to go. Salzburg wants to give us 22.1 million for Bernd Leno. Is now up to an 83 overall. We can get up to 34.4 for him. Again, could we sell him? Sure, but he's in such good form right now. I don't think it would make sense to sell him and put our full faith into the rookie. Let's try and give Ramsdale the reins, and if it works out, it works out. We sell Leno in January. Lacazette transfer offer 3. Benfica wants to give us a player and 3.4 million. We're pleased with Smith Rowe's continuing development. We think he's probably ready now to switch position and be tried as an attacking midfielder. His tactical, if you're interested in there, has an option. So we don't necessarily have to play him as a center attacking mid or whatever. We've trained him to that. He's grown from a 78 to a 79 overall. We don't need to lock him in as a center attacking mid. He's just more capable of playing that position now. I'm not going to press triangle and change that position. We were thinking about it, but I think I just wanted to do the training, and from there we just leave it like that. We got his overall up. I don't know if it's called scamming the system or whatever, but we got his overall up through doing that training program, and he's still left mid and center attacking mid eligible, just because he's not officially a center attacking mid as is listed position. Youth squad monthly report now as we move into the first of this new month. The youth squad and the monthly scouting. Chambers, we got an offer of 5.3 from Athletic Club. They call Bilbao now, Atletico Bilbao. Okay. Again, same thing. If you want to offer 5.8 or whatever, I will sell them to you. I do not care as long as we get paid. 5.8, perfect. 5.8 to Atletico Bilbao. Even more than Club Bruges was willing to give us, so perfect. Monthly scouting report from our scouts here in England. Anyone with high potential, a couple players with 94 potential there. So Jordan Webster, 94 potential maybe, but he's only at a value of 180,000 right now, which means that his overall isn't quite, it's not that high. Goalkeeper, A lot of goalkeepers out there. But, oh, Joel Holloway, already a value of 700,000. Absolutely signing him to the youth squad right away. Can't wait to see what his value and overall and potential is. Our scout in Italy, anyone interesting here? Domenico Greco, 160,000 value with 94 potential. Let the scouts keep working. No need to sign too prematurely. Claudio Orlando, worth 375 at the age of 15. Yeah, I will go ahead and sign him. See if anything else comes our way. Alessio Ricci, 94 potential as well, worth 675,000. Yeah, I will sign him as well. No problem. If they have a lot of value and the potential is high, no problem. So let's see the youth squad now. Anyone? So Ricci, the left back / center back, potential of 76 to 94, currently at a 57 overall. Holloway, 58 overall at the age of 15, so looking great. 74 to 94 potential there as well. And Claudio Orlando, 56 overall at 15, 71 to 94 range. Baraka Madari, I'm going to drop him. He has the lowest potential in the youth squad. 43 overall would be a massive project, so I'm going to release him. And the rest of everyone else in our youth squad here can continue to grow naturally. Great things are looking up here for the future of Arsenal. And that deal from Benfica here, for us to look at that. They want to give us who? Roman Yaremchuk, value of 12 million. Reject, no thank you. I just want the money. All right, Hoffenheim wants to give us 4.5 for Kolasinac. Aubameyang, RC Celta wants to give us 36 million. We can get up to 45 for him. No, it's not time to sell him yet. He's been great. I'm looking forward to keeping him more. Let Isaac continue to grow, and then we can sell Aubameyang later. But Kolasinac, we can get up to 4.9, the assistant manager says, so I will negotiate with Hoffenheim. See what they say to 5 million. They want to offer it. Let's meet halfway. 4.5. That's already what you were offering. How is that meeting me halfway? Let's go 4.78. How does that sound now? All right, 4.78 million. Everyone looks shocked. Wow. Okay, we came to an agreement. Perfect. All right, so the Premier League season is beginning with this beautiful background coming in. Kolasinac has been sold, as we can see right there. So 3.5 million being allocated, and Chambers has been sold as well to the highest bidder of 5.8 million. So 4.3 and 3.5 allocated to the transfer budget on behalf of the board. Thank you very much. A little more money, a little less crowded as well. So transfer budget goes up as well as the weekly wage budget. So move that down a little bit. Let's say our transfer budget is really closer to the $33 million, £1 million right there. Do we try and go after Jonathan David? It would probably be in the 40 million, so I don't think we're quite there just yet. What is upsetting is that I don't see any teams asking us to take players out on loan. So we still have quite the buildup of players there in the reserves, players in the 60 overalls who I'd prefer to be, if they could get playtime elsewhere, that would be optimal. But good luck at Hoffenheim to Mr. Kolasinac doing interviews and everything. There you go. I'm sure the entire city is going ballistic. Cedric transfer offer, Pepe transfer. No, I don't want these transfers offered. I want to send my players out on loan. So Cedric could get up to 5.8. Don't need to do that now that we sold Chambers. Pepe, I could see him being moved, but I don't think we need to be forced into that right now just yet, because if I did sell Pepe, I'd want a good backup right mid or winger or something like that, and we don't have the money to purchase someone like that right now. So one more training session before the first game of the league season. Let's make sure we have all the right players getting good grades. There we go. Simulate all of those. The sharpness is nice and high for our starting players, and we're ready to hop into what will be the first game of the 2021-22 Premier League season. Starts here against Burnley, first game of the season for the entire league. Borussia Dortmund want to give us 41.1 for Smith Rowe, and Leverkusen wants to give us 25.3 for Alex Lacazette. See what they say to 28.5. There's a huge gap between your valuation. There's no point in continuing this conversation. All the best. Okay. Go back to your, private jet that you came here in. Smith Rowe, we can get up to close to 60 million for him if we want to sell him, but obviously one of our best players. No need to sell him now. We'll keep going. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. I'd like to be able to get Jonathan David, but, with this money that we have now, maybe if we don't sell Lacazette, do we have other targets before the end of the transfer window? The media is gathering here for the press conference before Manager Data's first game in the Premier League. Brentford versus Arsenal. Arsenal, can you carry your preseason form into competitive games now? You know, it's about putting in the work. It is all about putting in the work. It's been good. Performances, of course, also the hard work that the boys have put in during training. Let's see what the question is now. Just skip to the point. Is there pressure on you to make the Champions League? Absolutely. We have to qualify, I think. I'm going to be honest. We have to qualify. That's what they brought in manager data to do. Last question here. Isak, let's hear it. Will you get Isak into the action? He'll take his chance when it comes. There we go. No more questions. Everyone,
that's all we have time for today. Thank you.
So ready to hit it. The first game of the Premier League season on the calendar. We are kicking off the season. We are the first game. This is great. If I was looking at the entire calendar, and we are the first game of the entire season. Then we play Chelsea and Manchester City before the end of the transfer window. So play this game, simulate up to Chelsea, and see what else comes our way. And if we make any other decisions before the transfer window ends, this will be the normal squad as usual. But great form, great morale. Aubameyang's up to playing like an 89 overall right now. Saka's now up to an 81 from his 80, and he's playing like an 86 even on top of that. Smith Rowe's up to a 79. Odegaard's up to an 83, playing like an 89 though. Really great to be seeing all of these boosts. Everyone is happy, everyone is excited, and something special is happening here at Arsenal FC. So this will be the starting 11. These will be our substitutes. Let's kick it off here. Game 1 of the 21-22 Premier League season.
And welcome on a rainy night. The heavens opened earlier and it just hasn't relented. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And it is a day of renewal.
Gotta say, I do love the opening sequences here in FIFA. Great graphics, especially for the Premier League matches. Too bad that we're not at home to start the season. It's a rainy night as well, but you know what they say about rainy nights. Let's get this game started. We're looking good. We're in form. We're I don't even know what the word is. I don't know. We know. Like, we feel that this season's going to be something special. So it all starts tonight. Let's get these 3 points and put on a show.
3 games. And I think he's got...
Easy save there for Leno as he just tips it away. I want to give Ramsdale a lot of starts this season, but I did want to start off the season with Leno there. He was so strong in the preseason tournament. His overall is high. His sharpness is keeping him high as well. Oh, look at that diving save. Definitely get Ramsdale in there for, I would like to say, the slight majority. But want to start the season with Leno after he proved himself so well in the preseason tournament. I don't know why we're picking up these head corners. You can't even get a player on the ball, but for opposing headers, it's just them flying through the air, no problem. Bellingham, nice through ball, and here he comes. It is Smith Rowe with lots of space on that left side here. Looking for something. He's with Aubameyang, with Aubameyang. Hold on, and it's a foul in the box. Hold up. It's a straight red for Mads Roerslev. He was chasing after Smith Rowe, who was trying to find an opportunity to get to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He gets taken out. I don't know about that for a straight red that early on in the game. That's a pretty shocking call, I do have to say. But Aubameyang is up to take it here. He scored against Inter in the tournament, and we're going to go in the same spot that he shot that goal last time, right in that corner. Right there, and he buries it very well. Starting it off with a strong celebration. It's a little beautiful dance. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, his first goal of the campaign, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. Beautifully taken. Didn't let the pressure get to him, and he just slotted it right into that left corner just like last time. Masterfully taken. So not only is it 1-0 Arsenal, nice little move. Oh my goodness, it's Smith Rowe out on the run once again. Yeah, you're gonna follow him again. Little turn, easy finish. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. Show him the little bam 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 bam. Oh my goodness, Smith Rowe. With just, it was too easy. 2-0 early on. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I feel like it's 6-0 in my favor. Other times I can't get a single shot on net. Obviously, we're playing against a bottom-of-the-table team, but Emile Smith Rowe putting us up now 2-0 with his first of the campaign in the 16th minute. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. You know what? That was a nice goal. Made it through the tackle. Disappointing that we let that through. It should be a clean sheet kind of game. 2-1 as Brentford has life here. Goal that shouldn't happen, especially when it only had 11 men, but pushed through the defense, missed the stand tackle.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet.
Right there. Stepped in a little too early, but the rest of the defense should have been there to compensate. That's all right. It's 3 goals before the 20th minute. 2-1 Arsenal. Aubameyang looking through to Bellingham. Now here's Jude Bellingham with a little bit of space on his left. Easy. Oh! Turned away. Aubameyang looking for that rebound. A bit off balance. That is blocked. Odegaard, great control there. Smith Rowe on his left. Oh, getting a touch to it. And that'll be the half. 2-1 Arsenal at the half now. A man down for Brentford, down to 10 men. What will they do to adjust heading into the second half? Arsenal, they're going to really want to just keep pressing here, as they could be up a little bit more even. Let me see what the expected goals are. It's 3.1 to 2.3, as shots are 9 to 7 as well. Shot accuracy hasn't been super high, but everything else has been solid. Possession at 61. Let's keep pushing here in the second half. Keep doing what we're doing. 2-1 Arsenal here against Brentford. Nice dribbling there. Oh my goodness, just why? What's going on with Brentford here? They're a man down and not playing like it. Let's start pushing. Here we go. There. Getting it for Saka now. With a little bit of pace, moving in. Takes the shot. Oh! Wow! On his left. Little zip, 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 love those little sellies. That's it. Saka on his left. Beautifully finessed. 3-1 Arsenal.
Well, as you can see, this is
Odegaard with a nice pass, explosion of pace right there, and just into that left corner from the right side. See that one more time. Oh my goodness, that was outside curve, eh? Whew. Saka just knew it was in, just starts running. Manager data, eating it up. 3-1 Arsenal. What we're going to do now, I'm going to change up the formation. We're going to go 4-4-2 to get Isak in. So let's change things up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take Bellingham off, and he'll be who Isak comes in for, playing with Aubameyang. 83 plus 6 and an 82 plus 5. That's a deadly striker duo up there. Let's see how that does here. 3-1 Arsenal. Let's just keep pushing. Who knows if the league comes down to goal differential, whatever else, scoring titles. Let's try and get as many as we can whenever we can.
He succeeded in getting his fist to it.
Here is Isak now.
Well, as you can see,
6'4", big boy. Oh, sent him off into another galaxy. Keep running, buddy. It's all you. Even if you don't get it. Hold on. Oh, selfless. Selfless. He knew he didn't have the angle. He gives it to Aubameyang. Wow. How about that for a Premier League debut? Shame the defender, went on the run, drew in both players, Aubameyang all alone. It's the smart play, you gotta do it, and that's Aubameyang's second of the match. Tips it in there just with the left foot. Oh, wow. That was something. Nice long shot there without a sail over the net. Final 13 minutes or so now. Let's try and get some more action from other players. I want to get... Smith Rowe's been amazing, but I'm going to take Smith Rowe out, and I want to see some action from Martinelli. Let's try and get a little bit of juice in those legs here on the left side. So Gabriel, Tierney. Now here's Martinelli. There you go. He's off to the races. He's been waiting for it. They've had a tough time, Brentford has, on this left side tonight with him. And now Smith Rowe and now Martinelli. Getting into the middle there for Odegaard. Odegaard to Isak, who's looking for a goal himself after setting Aubameyang. Saka through to Aubameyang. Is this the hat-trick for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? It's the hat-trick! 4-1 Arsenal! What am I saying? 5-1. Jumping right in front of the fans. Oh, they'd be furious. The security would be holding them back. Those hooligans. 5-1 Arsenal, the hat-trick for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They thought he was done. He was on the outs. Manager data comes in, convinces him to stay, gives him the starting role, gives him what he needs, spends the money to bring the pieces in, and that's a hat-trick for the first game here of the Premier League season. 90th minute for Aubameyang. 5-1 Arsenal. Brentford getting a bit of a, I don't know what I want to call it, because it's not, you know, it wasn't a surprise, but definitely getting a bit of a beatdown here in the final minutes of this game. That red card definitely made a difference. but it was all
So
Arsenal.
there goes the
And this
final
one
whistle.
ends
It
5-1,
for
3 from
Arsenal.
Aubameyang,
Maximum points for them. What did you
giving
make of
him
it
the
all?
match ball.
Yes, Derek, that's exactly the
7
start you
attempts,
want.
3
Yes, one or
goals.
two players looked a little bit tired towards
A
the end of the
masterful
game, but that's to be
performance from him.
expected.
Some good ratings out there. 8.9 for Smith Rowe as well. 8.4 for Saka. Not the greatest game. Well, Martinelli doesn't really count. Not the greatest game for Bellingham. That's why we took him out earlier. Defenders didn't really have to do too much. And Leno, can't forget about Leno. 7.9. He made some strong saves. Definitely can't forget that. Match stats: 55-45 possession in Arsenal's favor. 12 shots for Brentford, but just couldn't quite get much going. Arsenal was the stronger team. Let's see this post-match interview. Pump the tires of the boys a little bit here. Your first victory as Arsenal manager, landmark for you, but how happy are you with what you saw from the team? Delighted with the first win. It was all about 100% effort. Very pleased indeed. So much was expected from Isak in his first game as an Arsenal player. He didn't really live up to the billing. Are you disappointed? Why? What are you saying? Oh, man. He'll give us more. He'll keep giving us more. No problem. Everyone knows that Xhaka has been struggling in his form recently. People are interested in how he handled the situation. What was the thinking behind leaving him out today? Nothing personal. The team has to come first. Why is it all terrible? Terrible options for the
Thank you. That's all the questions we have for you.
Media always trying to slander you, no matter what way they can. Just like NHL 21 Be a Pro. Aubameyang hat-trick hero against Brentford. What a match! I'll simulate one more game to see if anything, a few more days, see if anything pops up for us. But standing atop the Premier League table, of course, just class from Aubameyang. All right, Leno transfer offer of 24 million. Lacazette offer from the Wolves for 25.9. Martinelli 14.7. I'll send the Wolves the 28 million, see what they say, and I'll just reject the other two. The Wolves are willing to go up to 26.3, which is the highest we've seen so far. Let's see what they say to 27.25 votes. Seems to be like it's a massive issue to try and sell Lacazette for some reason. 26.7. Man, not as much as I wanted. I'd still like to get to 27. I'm really trying to making it happen here. But 27 million, what do you think about that? No, don't want to make it work. Goodbye. Come on. The guy could be, the assistant manager telling me 28.4. 27 is all I'm asking for, and you can't even do that. Forget it. Finally, a loan offer from Montpellier for Balogun. Yes, please. Loan to... Why does it have to be loan to buy? Why only loan to buy? Let's negotiate. Propose loan without buy option. Let's see what they say to that. Can't agree. Done here. Goodbye. Barcelona wants to buy Xhaka for 14.8. Could get him for 17.2. I prefer not to. He's our number one backup for center mid. So like our third center mid. I'd prefer not to do that. Martinelli could get way more for him. And Leno, what's the offer? We could get almost like 35 million. And Tavares, they want to give us 4.1. Real Madrid, wow, we get up to 7.5. But no, he is our second left back, and he's going to continue to grow very nicely. So no need to sell him, especially after we already sold Kolasinac. So no more really interesting offers, unfortunately, as we come to this game against Chelsea, the second game of the Premier League season. Manchester United has 2 wins, which puts them in first place. We'll go ahead and pause there, my friends. So the squad looking as it does with all of that fantastic form right now. We have 33.16 million for the transfer budget with 91,000 per week in the wage budget. Are we thinking about going after anyone in particular before the end of the summer transfer window? Going back to the transfer hub here and sorting players by... Can we sort by value? No, we can't. Just by overall. So sorting by overall, going down the list here. If you have anyone in particular who we think we should definitely go after right now, let me know. Or if we should just continue waiting. Like Jonathan David, we know he would cost us pretty much the whole budget. No, it wouldn't even. No, not even. It would cost more than the whole budget. Closer to 40 million. So that's why we're hanging on to Lacazette right now, I suppose. But if we do get him sold, that will be our number one. He will be our number one target. We spend money on players that we know we could get right now, like Theo Walcott or Alexis Sanchez or Olivier Giroud. Do we go after those players, or do we wait and keep saving for the big name like the Tomori or for the Jonathan David, things like that? So looking forward to hearing all your thoughts down here on YouTube or in the Discord server. Link in the description for that. Hope you enjoyed this one with some gameplay, some fun music, some some beat drops, all some fun commentary. Hope it's a fun ride for all of you. Appreciate all of your help in this series. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you're made aware of all the uploads, whether it be NHL 22 franchise mode, FIFA 22 career mode, NHL 7 dynasty mode, and more, as well as following on the Twitch page where we're doing F1, MLB, even some Fortnite once in a while, mixing it up, having some fun with it. So thanks again for taking the time to watch, and looking forward to seeing you all in the next one.